Hey friends, Mario Cavolo here, Dragon Quartz Audio. I'm upset, and I'm going to use that as my opportunity to tell you that, to be blunt, you need to know that you can feel happy and confident to do business with us. And that's because, I heard from somebody who is dealing with an unreliable online seller. And I suppose there's a bias also where people say, oh, particularly when you're buying from, quote, Chinese online sellers. Well, this person wasn't Chinese. The seller wasn't Chinese. The seller was from a European country. And then the buyer got jerked around. Can you imagine? The buyer says to me, I didn't hear from them for 3 weeks, and now they're not returning my emails. And that's after you sent your money. Let's be sensible and empathetic. There's one possibility that the seller had some kind of a family or personal emergency or medical emergency. That can happen. We don't want that to happen to anybody. We understand that, all right? Other than allowing for that possibility, okay, we're back to our story. Folks, this really upsets me because it gives everybody a bad name. I want to be very, very clear with all of you. Okay, you work, as far as I'm concerned, my attitude toward you is the same as me doing business with you. I'm middle class. I'm not wealthy. I don't have money to piss away. I work very hard for my money, for my family, for my wife, for my son, okay? And I don't give my money to anyone who doesn't deserve it by being nice and being competent in being what we call in Chinese, 我是说到的做到的人, which means a person who says what they do and does what they say. That's what I have to say to you right now. This is very, very important. Spread the word. Who should you do business with? Actually, on the same subject, let me tell you a quick story about the same idea regarding eating out in restaurants. Now, look, here in China, people eat out a lot. I mean, eating out is a big, huge part of life here. And we eat out all the time. Everybody eats out several times a week. We go out, we eat out several times a week. You know, we go into restaurants. Man, we go in, if the vibe ain't nice, if people aren't nice, we leave. We walk out. We don't give them our money. You know, you don't get greeted with, hi, ni hao, hello, how are you? You know, just smile. Okay? First person, they don't smile. I'm leading you to your table. Second person, good, 晚上好, hey, good evening, hi, how are you? And they look at you, yeah, and then they walk away. And the third person brings over the menu and they kind of throw it on the table and they walk away. My wife and I, we look at each other and we go, these people ain't getting our money. You see? This is what it's about, man. When people don't deserve your hard-earned money, you don't give it to them. You take it someplace else. In my case, okay, this is it. Yeah, sure. You want to call this a sales pitch? Fine. But also call it me sharing with everyone. Make sure you're careful how you do business, okay? You want to do business with me? Man, my track record is wide open. In public. I'm an on and off member of AmCham for many, many years, based in Shanghai, now up here in the Northeast. LinkedIn profile, websites, track record of doing business with lots of multinational companies. Just go look at my LinkedIn profile, okay? I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going to be invisible. I don't have some obscure, tiny, little, cheap-looking Shopify website, okay? Because I'm just me. I'm out there all over the place. So I am who I say I am. You know what my interests are, the things that I do. That's it. That's what I want to say. You got to watch out for other online sellers. I'm sorry, because they give everybody a bad name. Don't let that happen. Be careful. Caveat emptor and all that stuff. I will send you shipping globally our great products and take care of you every step of the way and be in touch with you every step of the way. What's going on? Multiple emails from beginning to end, on the phone, Skype calls, whatever you want, to be in touch with you, to take care of you because you're spending your hard-earned money on something that you want and love, your audiophile gear. I get it. I'm with you 100%. Friends, having said all that, let me offer you some reminders, tips, and advice on how to protect yourself out there in the marketplace. You know, what is it? You need to be able to say, whoa, person X, this guy Mario, I want to buy something from them. Who is he? You want to be able to quickly identify who that person is and get some references. So, in my case, it's interesting, right? I mean, I live in China for 20 years. I'm an Italian American. But in 1999, I left the United States and I moved to China. And unbelievably, I didn't go back. Now, I go back to visit, of course, my wonderful family. But I live here 20 years later. And I have a lovely family here, a lovely Chinese wife and a boy and a Chinese mother-in-law who doesn't speak a wink of English. It's a lovely life here, okay? So with all the work that I've done here in China, it was over the years, and I still do corporate training for multinational clients and events and entertainment, and I play jazz piano. That's the entertainment side, and that's the part of me that's an audiophile. I just have a passion for music. So here I am doing Dragon Quartz audio. Boom, there's the quick story. But who's Mario? Where is he? Well, he's not an eBay seller. He's not a Craigslist seller. He doesn't have an Amazon store. Well, folks, I haven't been in America for 20 years. I don't do America stuff, right? I'm here. Is there somewhere you can go to find out where this guy Mario is and see? Yeah, in my case, it's business. It's a LinkedIn profile, and you can see everything about me there, including phone numbers and email addresses. So nobody's trying to hide anything. This is the first thing you want to make sure you know and can see. Secondly, I would suggest that if someone puts out YouTube videos, what's the history of their YouTube videos? Now, mine's new because I only started a few months ago, but you can ask questions in comments of any person about in their YouTube videos. Ask comments. Hey, I'm thinking about doing business with this guy. Have anybody else here done business with him? And, is he a good guy or is he a jerk? I mean, what's the story, right? So you want client references and testimonials, okay? Give you an example. In my case, right, I've already shipped a pair of JBL 530s to the United States to a very, very happy client in the Midwest, and every step of the way kept him aware of what was happening, that the box was being shipped. A few more days later, it was going to go out, it was going to go to the warehouse, and then it was finally going to get shipped, and then finally out to the client. And hi, it's out to you. Here's the shipping label. You take a photo, you send it to them. Here's the shipping label. It's on the way. And stay in touch. Any other questions I can ask? I mean, you leave that track record of good customer service, taking care of people who buy things from you. Okay, that's what you're supposed to do, right? That's about it. Caveat emptor, be careful, beware. Thanks for listening. My next video is one that I'm really excited about making. It's coming up really, really fast. I think I'm going to shoot it when I'm done in another couple of hours. Stand mount, soundstage, and scale. Scale. That word scale. Folks, when you can get scale out of stand mount speakers, and I'm going to talk about 3 particular stand mounts that deliver big scale. It's going to be a fun video. I'm looking forward to it. See you later. Thanks a lot.